about that?
Good morning. Welcome to the Gadsden City Council meeting on November the 4th. I'd like to remind everyone, please make sure all cell phones are turned to the off or vibrate position. Also, please be advised our City Council meetings are broadcast on Comcast Channel 99, AT&T U-verse, and the City of Gadsden YouTube channel. This meeting of the Gadsden City Council will now come to order. The chair calls on City Clerk Ivan Nelson for the roll call.
Councilwoman Latham. Councilman Smith.
Here.
Councilman Avery.
Here.
Councilman Back.
Here.
Councilman Wilson.
Here.
Councilwoman Minatra.
Here.
And Councilman Robinson.
Here.
We have a quorum present and our meeting is open for business. I'm going to ask Kingsley Weathers to come forward and lead the invocation. Please stand and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Please bow your heads for a word of prayer. Dear God, I want to thank you for allowing us all to be here today. Thank you for the clothes on our backs and our shoes on our feet. Thank you for the food that you provide on our tables. I pray that as we are all here today, we learn and we leave with something crucial from this meeting. Thank you for giving us students the opportunity to be here to learn from this meeting. And I pray that we all love each other and grow and have a great day. In Jesus' name I pray, amen.
Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The chair will entertain a motion to approve the minutes of the work session and council meeting held on October 28th.
So moved. Second.
Clerk, will you take the vote?
Those in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, motion carries to approve minutes.
The chair will entertain a motion to ratify payment of accounts for the week of October 24th through the 30th.
So moved. Second.
Clerk, will you take the vote?
Those in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, motion carries to ratify payment of the accounts.
All right. Item 7 on our agenda is reserved for proclamations and commendations and recognition of guests. And this is a special day in the city of Gadsden. We have some very important special guests with us today. We have the Gadsden City High School Titan Ambassadors that are with us this morning. We are very grateful for you guys to be here today. There was a real important event that happened on a we'll get a picture first, and then we can go through the welcome. Glad y'all are here. We're all going to stand up here and get this picture done. The mayor's going to have some things to say also.
I think Miss Kim just said, let's go ahead and do the picture first. And you
I
said,
think
yes,
she did.
ma'am.
I think that's what happened. I think the sponsor of the Titan Ambassador Program is supposed to be in the picture, I think. Is that, is she here today? Oh, there she
I
is.
see her, that young lady in the dress in
Yeah.
the back.
And the principal, Mr. Gulich. Is there anybody else from the school system that needs to be in the picture?
Hold up, guys on the front, y'all have to come down because I'm not seeing the girls. That's right.
All right.
Swap, wait, swap.
Girls up front.
You got another.
Not all girls. Gentlemen, get in the back.
Take, get down here.
Gentlemen, get in the back.
Do it. Now.
I'm nervous.
Yeah, me too. Me too, Mayor.
Miss Kim, Miss Kim, am I in the right spot?
Oh, wonderful. Thank you. All right. Well, y'all go find the seat out there. We've still got some good stuff that we're going to do. All right. So one of the reasons that the Titan Ambassadors are here today is that everybody's familiar with the Far Cemetery Walk Through Time program. I think for the last 15 years, the Titan Ambassador program has helped facilitate the walk-through time. In fact, it's been said that if they weren't there to help facilitate it, there probably wouldn't be a walk-through time. A lot of hard work, and they're always there. They're always doing some great things. Well, this year there was a incident that happened, and it just so happens that some Titan ambassadors were close by, and one of the patrons that came to see the walk-through time had a health issue and passed out. And so these Titan ambassadors, and we're going to recognize all of you, but want to recognize the ones that were there, acted like true professional first responders. They did everything correct. They did exactly what they should have done without being told, administered care until the real first responders got there, and helped to facilitate traffic to make sure the vehicles could get there. It was just a well-oiled machine. And the interesting part about this is that this was not rehearsed. They just did it organically. They just did it because they knew what should happen. So if you were one of the ambassadors that helped this gentleman, would you please stand up? If you were there and you were at the scene, if you were doing that, let's give him a round of applause. Round of applause. Thank you. Thank you very much. And what my wife had told me also was that while they were doing that, they're pulled out of their duties. So the other Titan ambassadors that some maybe not even knew what was going on just automatically filled in where these people had their slot. So I think at this time Ben is going to speak on behalf of the Titan ambassadors. Ben Cooper is going to speak. And then after that, we're going to invite the gentleman that had the health issue to come forward, and that's a whole neat story all in itself. I'm going to save that for after this. Ben, welcome to the City Council meeting.
Thank you. On behalf of the Titan ambassadors, I would like to thank Mayor Ford, the City Council, Superintendent Blackwell, and Mr. Gullidge for allowing us to be recognized today. We are proud to represent our school and support the community at a variety of events that we work at. Most recently, we had the opportunity to work one of my favorite events probably, which is a walk-through time, as you stated. I want to share a short moment from that day that shows what it truly means to be a Titan ambassador. Although only a few ambassadors were directly present when Mr. Edmondson had a medical emergency, every single ambassador played a role in keeping the event calm and organized. Our team of ambassadors worked together to help move barricades, direct the ambulance, and pick up the duties of the ambassadors handling the emergency hands-on. It reminded us that leadership isn't about one person. It's about everyone stepping up and working together. We are so glad that Mr. Edmondson has recovered, and your acknowledgement today motivates us to continue serving with integrity, enthusiasm, and pride. We're honored to serve, and we look forward to continuing our best efforts to the betterment of our school and community. Thank y'all.
Oh, man, thank you so much. All right. At this time, I would like to invite Mr. Paul Edmondson to come forward. Mr. Edmondson, a lot of you might know him as Mr. Ed. He was a assistant principal at Emma Sansom High School and Gadsden City High School he just retired after what, 40-something years?
46.
46 years as an administrator in our city school system. And we wonder why, I've known Paul since high school. We went to high school together. We now serve at church together. But when you have administrators like this, it produces young people like this. It's just that there is a connection. But Paul, man, what a day at walk-through time. There you were, a beautiful day. Everything's just, you're looking around, and tell us what happened.
As my wife and I were walking between the historians telling their stories, I told my wife, I said, I feel sort of weird. I think I might need to sit down. And so I sat down, and before I knew it, I was out cold. And immediately, the Titan ambassadors jumped in and started helping me, helping and calming my wife, called 911. Everything just was like clockwork. And it was just a severe reaction to a medication that I had started on that week, which obviously I'm not on now. And everything is good. All blood work and everything has come back, and everything's perfect. But their quick action and the kindness and the courtesy and the thoughtfulness that they showed, it's just, an example of the caliber of students that we have at Gadsden City High School. And backing up a little bit, before I retired, I was in charge of the auditorium, and I got to know a lot of these Titan ambassadors by working events at the auditorium. And I learned at that point what outstanding students we had. So, to all of the Titan ambassadors, their sponsors Kim Back and Beth Ann Johnson, the parents of these students, administration, faculty, and staff of Gadsden City Schools, and to all of you in our city government who continually support and encourage these youth, I want to express my extreme gratitude because together we are the Titans.
Wow. That's a, Mayor, I don't know if you know this, if any of y'all have ever been to graduation or to any kind of place where the Gadsden City High School alma mater is sung, Mr. Edmondson wrote that alma mater. He wrote the music and the words to the alma mater. So forever and ever, Mr. Ed will be known in the Gadsden City Titan circles for all the obvious reasons. But thank you, Titan ambassadors, for what you do and what you did. And Mayor, we also have another guest that you may want to bring up, Puddin MacArthur.
Who's that?
Puddin serves on various boards in our city. One of the things she does is she serves on the boards of the Forest Cemetery, but she also is integral in the Walk Through Time, which is a whole separate organization that our own Michael Rogers works with. But Puddin and our friends, and I told her about this event, and she wanted to come and also thank the Titan ambassadors.
Yes, these are a wonderful group of young people. But I want to tell you that A Walk Through Time has taken place 16 years. On the second year, the first year, all I did was get on a costume, go and do my thing like Kent does and Michael does. But the second year was when Sherman Guyton was mayor, and he asked Carol Carlisle and I if we would organize it that year. And we thought about it for a long time. One of my greatest concerns was the fact that we used golf carts inside the cemetery. And that very first year, I don't know who the organizers had driving the golf carts, but they weren't very careful. And it scared me to death. So I was talking to Carol and I said, there's got to be a group that can be responsible, that we can count on to be safe with the passengers and to do other tasks. And so I called Kim back, and we had worked in organizing actually the Titan ambassadors. And so for 15 years, we have utilized young people like this. And the only bad thing about some of those Titan ambassadors is they finished Gadsden City. They went on to college, but they didn't move back here. And I want every one of you to do that and come back here, okay?
Yes. Please come home. All right. Thank you, Puddin. Thank you, Mayor Ford, please.
Thank you. So I'm going to ask Puddin and Miss Back to come on up here. And do y'all have is there a president of the Titan ambassadors? No, Kingsley, you're going to do. Come on. And if y'all didn't know, Kingsley is, I think you're Reverend Larry Weathers' grandson?
Yes, sir.
Well, so that church is going to be turned over to you?
I don't know.
Well, all right. I think the world of your grandfather, and I was just telling Pastor Steve and Councilman Smith, they're the same person, but who it was. And he said, really? And I said, boy, he's big now. You play football, don't you? No? That's why well, I'm not going to say that. All right, I want to read this resolution in honor of the Titan ambassadors. And Mr. President, members of the council, I'll tell you, as a legislator, I remember I'd walk up to the doors, and they'd say, hello, Representative Ford. And I thought, how in the world do they know my name? And then Miss Back asked me to come one Sunday afternoon to y'all when y'all were at First Baptist training. And Lord, what y'all have to learn is amazing. And y'all are an amazing representation of the city of Gadsden. And y'all are the ambassadors for us, not only just the school, but for the city of Gadsden. I went to Eura Brown the other day and was meeting with Miss Martinez. A little kid walked down about yay high, had a blazer on, had a little pocket square. I thought, boy, times have changed. You know, kids dress up now for school, and I sent my kids to year brown, and I thought, that little boy looks like a little John Moore. And and so I asked him, I said, son, you dress up like this every day? And he said, no, I'm interviewing to be a Little Titan ambassador. So to see the image what y'all are putting in the elementary schools and to make it now when they get to high school, what a big honor that is. I don't know how many years, I'm not going to say it, Kim, that you taught in school, but I think it started with a 4. But Kim has been doing this. This is the president of the council's wife, Kim Back, and we're friends. How many years she's been doing this is amazing. It's a big deal. My son went on to Auburn, and he became what they call a WEGP plainsman, and he was talking about the Titan ambassadors, how they always filtered Alabama and Auburn, and how they become capstone men and plainsmen, how it's just a door right in for y'all to be able to take that opportunity too. But him being a WEGP or plainsman also allowed him to get the job that he has today. And hopefully he's coming back home soon. So I hope y'all do come back, like Puddin was saying. That's our job, is to make this community where you want to come back home. And I know I was in your shoes. I wanted to get out of here as quick as I could. I got out of here and I joined the Army. I went off to Auburn. Now, I spent 2 years in Birmingham, and I said, man, I got to get back to Gadsden. And so I came back, and ever since I lived here. So we hope you do come back. And if you have any ideas, please feel free to tell me. I want to read this resolution now. Certification of recognition presented to the Titan ambassadors in recognition of your outstanding service, leadership, and composure under pressure. During a walk-through time event, your immediate and selfless response to a medical emergency demonstrated true compassion and teamwork. Your quick thinking and care reflected the highest standards of the Titan ambassadors and brought great pride to the Gadsden City High School, the Gadsden City Board of Education, and the City of Gadsden. Beyond your exemplary service, several of your members continue to shine on this field. 4 of the Titan Ambassador girls are headed to the playoffs with the Gadsden City High School flag football team, and 2 of our Titan Ambassador guys are headed to playoffs with the Gadsden City High Titan football team as well. Your collective achievements exemplify what it means to be a Titan, strong in character, proud in service, and united in excellence. So I want to present this to them, and I have to say, Melcy Guyton is in here. She was a Titan ambassador also for 2 years, so she's very proud of this day also. But y'all, seriously, this is a big deal. Y'all, this is just a certificate, but we can't say enough thank you to y'all, what you do for us in the city of Gadsden and the image that you're putting out there. And when we got in office, we talked about we wanted to rebrand the city of Gadsden. You're helping me and the council rebrand the city. So here we go. So, Mr. President, I forgot Michael Rogers, who sits down here. Wave your hand, Michael, if you don't know him. He's a big part of this walkthrough time. And Puddin, what you do, and Mr. Edmondson, we're so glad you're still with us today. And get off that medicine. All right, and Melcy's going to hand y'all a challenge coin. If you're not familiar with it, you can Google it, but I'm still in the military. A challenge coin is a coin given to you by me and the council, and it just always remember to do your best when you look at it, and there's certain things about it, but you'll read on both sides of it. I also want to make an announcement, if I can, Mr. President. Sure. This is a picture. This is the best I could do. If you walked in City Hall and you smelled a lot of marijuana, well, it was in here. And it was in my office. It was actually almost 100 pounds of marijuana sitting in our office. And so it just goes to show you what our drug task force is doing. They had a bust 2 nights ago, and they're out back in the field right now. Our police chief's over there in the door. But it has a street value of $115,000. So I want to thank Simeon Smith and our drug task force. And there's also more leads to come, and they're out there right now recouping it as I speak. But this is a picture, if you can see it, of 100 pounds sitting on my desk up in our office. And they are going to make arrests as I speak, and they're going to also continue the leads. We know where this came from, and we know the guy above that pushed it down. So they're making numerous arrests right now and making the streets safer for the city of Gadsden. And I just wanted to say thank you to them. The news channels were up there. Fox 6 is going to break the story. It'll be on it, and then also on all the other news channels in Birmingham, probably Northeast Alabama. But we want to thank them, Mr. President, and the council, our drug task force, and probably I'll have them come next week if possible. So,
Love to have them. Thank you for that information. That's outstanding. Well, it's been a great morning. The last thing we had mentioned the flag football and the two football players. Would the four ladies please stand if you're on the flag football team? If you're here, man, this is great. Thank you. Go Titans. And then what about our two guy football players? Are they here? All right, we got hey, there you go. Well, good luck. And see, the ladies are going to Decatur. Is that right? And the boys are going, where are y'all playing? At home? At Jasper, right, okay. At home. Oh, man, go Titans. Well, we're pulling for y'all, both teams. Great luck to all of you, and thank you for all your hard work. Thanks for being here today. All right, so the students, y'all, I think, need to go back to school, so y'all are free to go back. I know you don't want to go, but your principal's standing over there, so. Yeah, there you go. Take it for a spin.
Mr. President, also, we'd like to thank Tim Dale from Transportation for picking them up and bringing them, transporting him.
That
so,
was
Tim,
good.
thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Bell. That's very needed. Mr. Edmondson, thanks for coming. Good to see you again. Oh, man, what a good morning. A lot of good positive things going on in our city. Well, all right, we are now at agenda item 8 in our agenda, and it says, at this time, the chair will entertain a motion to recess the council meeting in order to conduct the work session.
So moved. Second.
Clerk, will you take the vote?
Those in favor to recess the council meeting, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, motion carries for the recess.
All right, at this time, that exhausts our work session folder, so the chair will entertain a motion to reconvene the council meeting.
So moved.
Clerk, will you take the vote?
Those in favor to reconvene the council meeting, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, motion carries to reconvene.
All right, we're back in council meeting. We're in agenda item 10. It's unfinished business. We have two ordinances that were presented last week for the first reading. Item 10A is an ordinance rezoning property located at 1002 Ewing Avenue from R2 Multifamily Residence District to B1 Neighborhood Business District. The owner requested the rezoning in order to build a real estate office at the location. The Planning Commission recommended approval. What is the pleasure of the council?
Move to adopt.
Second. Is there any discussion?
I would say hopefully this would be a great opportunity to help start the development of that North Gadsden area. So grateful that she already has a current location here in the downtown area. And so hopefully that'll be a beginning step for more businesses to look to either add a location of their business, create a location, or relocate. So
I agree. Hopefully that'll generate a lot of interest up that corridor. Anybody else? All right, clerk, will you take the vote?
Those in favor to adopt the ordinance, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, motion carries to adopt.
Item 10B is also an ordinance rezoning property located at 3616 West Macon Boulevard from an R1 one-family residence district to B2 general business district. The owner requested the rezoning in order to expand his tax accounting business to this location. The Planning Commission recommended approval. What is the pleasure of the council?
Move to adopt. Second.
Is there any discussion? Clerk, will you take the vote?
Those in favor to adopt the ordinance, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, motion carries to adopt.
Item 11 is a resolution amending City of Gadsden substance abuse policy. The policy was last amended in 2021. This changes the consequence for violations of the policy by reducing the period of time before an employee can be rehired after a violation to 45 days. The chair will entertain a motion to adopt this resolution.
So moved.
Second.
Is there any discussion? Clerk, will you take the vote?
Those in favor to adopt the resolution, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, motion carries to adopt.
Item 12 is an ordinance. This comes under first reading. It's amending City Code Section 106-86 to add a fee for defacing or damaging a garbage can not caused by normal use. The replacement cost will be $58 plus a $25 delivery return fee. This ordinance has been presented today for the first reading, and the council will vote on it next week. Item 13 is new business. We have a handful of items this morning. We'll start with Councilman Wilson.
Yes, sir, Mr. President. The first one I have is a resolution awarding bid number 3613 for structural repairs at the Gadsden Museum of Art. I believe there's some issues with the flooring on the upstairs. The estimated total amount for the project is $81,000. And given the safety concerns when you're talking about substructures and floors and I-beams and joists and all that stuff, I would, if there's no objection, I'd like to suspend the rules and approve this today.
All right. Clerk, will you take the vote?
Those in favor to consider the resolution as an item of new business, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, consent has been granted.
Move to adopt.
Clerk, will you take the vote?
Those in favor to adopt the resolution, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, motion carries to adopt.
Mr. President, the second one I have is yes, Highway 431. Okay, I'm confused now. I'm sorry, give me just a second.
Oh, sure.
I want to make sure I'm describing this the right way. Okay, yeah. This is a resolution from the Engineering Department authorizing the application for an A-Trip 2 grant funding through ALDOT for improvements at the intersection of U.S. Highway 431 and College Parkway. The total project cost is $2,151,000, I believe, and I'm having a hard time reading this inverted print, but I believe the city's match is $342,570. Close enough. I'll get this full color version that Heath gave me, just to make sure. You got it? Yeah, there we go. Yes, sir. $342,572 is the city's match. The total project cost is $2,161,341.63. And again, this is for improvements at the intersection of Highway 431 and College Parkway. So if there's no objections, I would like to suspend the rules and consider this under new business today.
Clerk, will you take the vote?
Those in favor to consider the resolution under new business, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, consent has been granted.
Move to adopt.
Clerk, will you take the vote?
Those in favor to adopt the resolution, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, motion carries to adopt.
And the last one I have, Mr. President, is a resolution authorizing an amendment to the capital asset policy. Essentially, as it is right now, the way the current city code is written is anything over $1,000 has to actually be recorded as an asset and then depreciated over a schedule concurrent to the life of that, whatever that is. I mean, so again, the example we had from the finance department earlier was if this microphone cost $1,100, we would have to list it as an asset, and this microphone's going to last 10 years, so you depreciate it out over 10 years, $100 each year, you write it off. So all this resolution does is changing that threshold where we have to actually record something as an asset instead of expensing it from $1,000 to $5,000, which is the generally accepted standard for municipalities. So again, now, if it's less than $5,000, it'll still be recorded and tracked by as an asset by the city. We just won't have to list it on our financials and depreciate it out over several years. We'll just write it out as an expense in the books. So It'll make the finance department's life a little bit easier, and it'll be a little cleaner. The books will be a little cleaner. We won't have this big, long list of 9,000 different things, push carts and, office chairs and everything else. So if there's no objections, this will probably be the only time you'll hear me say I'd like to make the finance department's life a little easier. So if there's no objections, I'd like to suspend the rules and consider this today, please.
Second. Clerk, will you take the vote?
Those in favor to consider the resolution under new business, let it be known by saying aye.
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 Those opposed, consent has been granted.
Move to adopt.
Clerk, will you take the vote?
Those in favor to adopt the resolution, let it be known by saying aye.
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 Those opposed, motion carries to adopt.
That's all I have, Mr. President.
Thank you, Councilman Wilson.
Larry's doing it.
All right, Councilman Avery has one he's going to bring.
Mr. President, I have a resolution that is authorizing partnership with the Etowah County Food Bank in the crisis as it relates to WIC and SNAP. This gives the administrative and council the opportunity to give from discretionary funds to aid with the need. Ask for adoption today. Ask for acceptance of immediate consideration.
Second.
All right, Clerk, will you take the vote?
Those in favor to consider the resolution today under new business, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, consent has been granted.
Move to adopt, sorry.
Clerk, will you take the vote?
Those in favor to adopt the resolution, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, motion carries to adopt.
All right, that concludes our new business. We'll move to department reports, committees and boards. Mayor Ford, do we have any of those this morning?
We have none. Thank
None
you.
today? All right. Item 15 is remarks by the mayor and council. Mayor
Yeah,
Ford, start us off.
Mr. President, if you don't mind, I want to ask our staff to go on up to the office. We're late on a Zoom call, but I'll make my remarks quick. Recycling Week is Monday, November 10th through 15th. We have the mayor's office will be conducting community meetings throughout the community for the month of November in 4 locations, and we made them geographically fit. Before we announce the locations, we're still waiting to hear back if they're not reserved or not. As I stated earlier, I wanted to commend our street crimes unit. I talked about it in pre-council.
Yeah.
And we had over 100 pounds of marijuana. We confiscated a value of $115,000 in street value, and want to thank our task force again for doing what they've done. We're already making arrests as I speak, and we're also finding more from the lead that we previously received. So it's working. We're proud of them. You'll see it on Fox 6 News. They're breaking the story today, but great work by them. I want to thank Kim Back and the Titan Ambassadors again for you having them here, Mr. Mr. President. But thank you for allowing that. And, our flag football team, I think they are playing at home Friday night in the first round of the playoffs, and I think we're playing Jasper. So hopefully see everybody there. Thank you, Mr. President.
All right, thanks, Mayor Ford. Appreciate everything you're doing for us. Thank you. Councilwoman.
Thank you, President Beck. Again, I want to commend the Gadsden City Titan ambassadors for their efforts and their work in saving the life, whatever they did for Mr. Edmondson. To God be the glory that he's still here with us. And thank you to Mrs. Beck and Ms. Johnson for the time and effort that they are imparting with those young people to be able to do the things that they do. Lastly, I just want to mention we are living in perilous and unprecedented times. So I think I don't know whether I should say we're to be commended for things that we do to try to meet immediate needs. But I just want to say to individuals outside of that we're doing collectively, if we can just within ourselves show support, as much as we can in this time to people who are definitely in need, who are feeling the pinch and the pressure. I'm grateful that it just hasn't knocked on my door, and I think that we should look at it that way. Yeah, we're doing things collectively, but as you get the opportunity to help or to be a blessing to someone, I encourage us to do that. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilwoman Latham. Councilman Smith.
Thank you, Mr. President. Another good day of government. Thank Ms. Back for being here and Titan ambassadors, we just appreciate all that they do. Sometimes we never hear about many of the great things they do. So grateful to have an opportunity to hear it firsthand and to hear Mr. Edmondson share his own story from his own mouth today. That was such a blessing and an encouragement to me to be able to hear that. Also want to just quickly thank our engineering department. Sometimes good news don't travel fast, travel slow. And now the road crews and street crews in North Gadsden, Oakley Estates, the residents in Oakley Estates sometimes feel like they may be forgotten, but they got a brand new sign. That old one has already been taken down. The new one has already been put up, similar to the ones we're putting at the entry points into our city. So, we hopefully that will give a little life to the community there. Also, Timber Lane in North Gadsden, the road has been torn up for a while. The residents called me. I went out there and took some pictures, and just glad to see the roads being repaired and the residents being excited about all that's going on in the area. And for our community Thanksgiving, we again appreciate the city of Gadsden for many years of feeding. Pastor Joe Simmons is the point of contact. We do have several locations already identified. We will be one of them between our church and Thompson. We'll be one of the locations. I don't want to mispronounce the wrong location, but during Thanksgiving Day, we will be distributing food, not as much, of course, as the city did. So 211, again, will also be assisting us with that to make sure we don't have a lot of waste. So people who need food, Pastor Simmons is the contact for that. 211 will be assisting us also to make sure we don't have a lot of food wasted. So it will need to be called in if you, a family member, or people that you know need food. So we want to try to do our part to step in to do what we can. So we're excited about that. Also to Mayor Ford and the council, thank you for all that you do throughout the city, as well as all the department heads. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman Smith. Councilman Avery.
Mr. President, before I start my list of announcements here, I want to make an administrative point here. In District 3, there has been a drainage project that has been going on for quite some time, and it's more like a lake. It's a drainage pond. It's quite big. It is currently filled with water. But the community main concern is the easy accessibility to access this drainage pond in the sense of being entrapped in the water. It is in close proximity to a housing community, and it's directly next door to on the same grounds as a park. There have been communications that have went out for months now, and we're getting into weeks and weeks of back-to-back communication, and yet we still have a temporary, my communication have been a temporary fence. This is very dangerous. Kids have been seen and videoed playing around it. And granted, parents should be responsible, of course, absolutely, totally agree. However, there is a level of responsibility on the city end as well as the contractor that is contracted to do this work because it is a high risk of safety issue on those grounds where a park is located and then immediately across the street is a housing community. So I did want to make that real quick, and maybe that'll get to the mayor being in his absence, but I will. It's in an email already. Moving down on my list, I do want to thank our zoning director Tracy, and I said your first name because Cordell, the last name, right? And then I want to thank our city engineer, Heath, for coming out to our district meeting. They both did a great job with their delivery to the community concerning either future projects, current project and future projects, and then also the future proposal and the to come meetings relating to zoning. And so I thank those members of the community that came out as well, but particularly want to thank those two departments for their presence and their presentation. Want to also thank the organization that helped our Head Start, local Head Start here with the Fall Festival in my absence. They had a great time, so just want to give them a round of applause for that. To ditto with the leaf pickup, I did have a question concerning the leaf pickup because on the The reading, it said that it starts in District Tuscaloosa Avenue area November the 3rd. When does it depart that community?
As soon as they get done
Picking it up. Okay. All right. So So I just wanted to make that announcement. And I forget that we're not live. So either way, but I did want to make that announcement. I shared it as soon as I saw it, because when I saw it, it was saw that it was posted. Moving on, I want to announce, as it relates to the Thanksgiving holiday and those that will be feeding and things of that nature, that former council member Thomas Worthy will be feeding the day before Thanksgiving. He and his organization will be feeding the day before Thanksgiving at Carver's Community Center. There will be deliveries and some, I think, dine-in, but there'll be more information to come as once he returns from his trip that will give insight on how that day will operate. So I did want to kind of highlight that he's been doing this for quite some time, and so I do want to highlight those extra organizations that I mentioned earlier that has taken up the torch and continued on efforts or created an effort to give more options for our city. November the 15th, District 3 will be partnering with Dr. Etta and Lacey Robertson. We also have a special guest that we'll announce later in our community event called Walk with a Doc. And this is just connecting with neighbors, promoting well-being, and building a sense of community. And so we're going to take advantage of Tuscaloosa Avenue having safe sidewalks and passageways there, and we're going to walk it 3 times from where the sidewalk begin and end, and that will be 3 miles. And so Lacey Robinson is an runner enthusiast who has ran in plenty of Peachtree or Atlanta 4, 5, and 10K races. And so, in our conversation, he said his purpose of running was for his health. And so in that aspect, that's the purpose of this event, is to promote all members of our community health. And so we're asking that 11 a.m. on November 15th, you'll pull up at Carver Square. We'll get stretched, and we got lots of sponsors and vendors that will be out there that have called. I think we're at 20 plus right now that will be out on the grounds that day with our community event, Walk with a Doc. And finally, on a somber note, I want to send our sincere condolences to the Galilee Baptist Church and the West Gadsden Robertson family with the passing of Grover Robertson. Thank you so much, Mr. President.
Thank you, Councilman Avery. Councilwoman Minatra.
I just want to tag on to Councilwoman Latham's comments about giving in the community and this time of the year, and especially with the holiday, one of the largest holidays where we talk about food, Thanksgiving. And I just want to remind everyone that Manna, which is the organization that feeds a lot of people in the noon hour, Monday through Friday, that organization is still operating, and they need not just your donations, but also volunteers. They still have a waiting list of people that want to get on the schedule. And they are located on South 3rd Street. They operate from 8 in the morning until 2 in the afternoon. And their number is 256-543-5876. So another opportunity to give either time or a monetary donation. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Councilman Robinson.
I don't have anything today, Mr. President.
Nothing today?
My colleagues have done a great job explaining everything. I agree with them 120%.
They have done a good job. All right. Well, let me just recap a few things. Do want to thank the Titan ambassadors for being here today, but want to thank them more importantly just for what they do day in and day out, and just who they are as individuals and students, and a great group of young people that represent our city very well and our high school. Want to mention Gadsden City High School has 2 football teams in the playoffs. We have our girls flag football team. I believe I read where they're traveling to Decatur I believe, this evening to play, if I'm not mistaken. So please, let's pull for them. And then our Gadsden City boys football team is hosting Jasper in the first round of the playoffs this week. And we're pulling for both of our teams, and got our fingers crossed things are going to go well. We've had a lot of talk about food and food insecurity. Gadsden is just, I've lived here my whole life. We're a very giving city. We tend to show up when the need is great, and I know we're going to show up this time publicly from the administration and council, but more importantly from the people of Gadsden. So just want to encourage you to look out for your neighbors, be in touch with those that you might suspect that might be struggling just a little bit. That's where it'll be a really, really positive outcome, is neighbors looking out for neighbors. There are going to be a lot of feeding opportunities. I would encourage you to watch the City of Gadsden website and other city outlets for information. We're going to be pushing that information in the coming days and weeks of where food is available. You can also call United Way, 211, call for help. They are a great resource. They are the pulse of everything that is going on as far as where can I get help for just about anything. So United Way, you just dial 211, call for help, and they are a great resource. Also, thank you, Councilwoman Manatter, for mentioning MANA. Our daughter's the chairman of the MANA board, and we talk about it frequently. There's a huge need for not only food, but for volunteers. Very often, every month, there's usually an incident where the MANA driver, the delivering the food, finds someone that they are delivering food to that's unconscious. For whatever reason, there's nobody checking on them. Family's either not here and so there's a lot more going on with MANA than just food, which is very important. But sometimes that MANA delivery person is the only contact that person has with the outside world for that week. So they go every day and deliver a warm lunch. The food is prepared by Riverview Regional Medical Center, and they charge the cost of what it costs them to provide the food. So your donated dollar to MANA goes to pay for that food. Of course, all the volunteers there that drive and deliver the food, that's just all what it is. It's just a volunteer army. So they always need drivers. There is a waiting list for people that have raised their hand and said, I need food. And really, they need food and that personal contact. In my district, we had a longtime Gadsden City resident pass away just recently. Walter Plimpton, went by the name of Walt Plimpton. I grew up with his boys. They're dear friends of mine, and Miss Plimpton is still alive, Joan Plimpton. She is with us, and we're just praying for the Plimpton family. The funeral's tomorrow, so just pray for all the Plimpton boys and Miss Plimpton, and I know where Mr. Plimpton is. Where Mr. Plimpton is, he's in heaven. So the family rejoices with that, but we always miss people when they leave this earth. And two quick announcements.
I got a correction.
And we've got a correction coming from Councilman Avery, but two quick announcements. There are two changes in next week's schedule, the city schedule, due to the Veterans Day holiday, which is on Tuesday. The first one is the City Council meeting will be held on Monday, November 10th, beginning at 10 a.m. And then Tuesday's garbage route will be collected on Wednesday, November the 12th. So that's all that I had. And Councilman Avery, you have a correction, please?
So please, and if we could edit this, please, we can edit it out. My first, the last statement. So Pastor Robertson has not passed. They're having a prayer visual for him at November the 4th, 2025 at 6:30 p.m. at Galilee Baptist Church. So I got 3 messages concerning him, and I misread the first one because it was not as detailed as
okay. Well, thank you for that correction.
I needed to read.
We'll certainly be praying for him and the family. Councilwoman Latham.
I was getting text messages as that was being said. To me. Also, and I guess I don't know who I need to speak with. Just sitting here, I've gotten probably 3 text messages about
Live council.
But I don't. What you asking me?
No, I'm thinking you got some of the same ones I just got. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
with respect to a meeting or something that's being held at the venue with respect to a landfill expansion or something. I'm not aware of it or know what that is.
I do know letters have been sent out for, they are trying to expand or requesting to expand the landfill. Letters, certified letters that went out to, I think over 50 people had to get the letters because they were abutting or they were in the circle of notification. But that's all I know about. I don't know about a meeting. That's not in my area, but it is in engineering, so I kind of know what's going on.
I'll just share with you then afterwards.
If you go to the engineering section of the website, there's the public notice.
Yeah, it's so when I received the message, it has on here, it says learn more at cityofgadsden.com.
Okay.
So
I appreciate being able to go to the website or whatever that is, but sitting in my seat, I would prefer to just go and speak to who I need to get what information that I need so that I can accurately give that information. I suggest that if there are constituents who want to go to the website, that's fine for you to do, but I just was getting them, so I'll go to the necessary sources to be able to articulate well what I need to. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Councilwoman Latham. All right, everybody caught up? Appreciate all those clarifications. And y'all, it's been a great day here at the City of Gadsden. Enjoy this good weather. And let's watch out for our neighbors, please, during this kind of insecure time. So everybody have a great day. We'll see you next Monday. We are adjourned.